So here we are, the season of sales. Not only is it Thanksgiving, but it's Black Friday, it's Cyber Monday, it's Christmas. So we got deals, we got discounts, we got dopamine. Everybody's screaming, buy this and you'll feel better. But let's be real. Does it ever actually work? You don't need more stuff. You need more stability. That's what we're asking for right now, especially with all of this inflation stuff. You don't need another gadget. You need groundedness. We need to have some understanding of our foundation there. You don't need another subscription or strategy or shiny new system. You need confidence, the kind that can't be swiped, shipped, or sold. You need that inner confidence. So today, let's talk about how do you get real confidence before you buy one more thing.
In a world where chaos seems to reign supreme, where uncertainty lurks around every corner, and financial markets are now more unpredictable than ever, there's one place you can turn to find clarity and control. Welcome to the Wealth Wisdom Financial Podcast.
Hey, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Amanda.
Join us as we dive deep in the world of personal and business finance
To assist you in navigating through the chaos and building the financial future you deserve.
We believe when conventional financial thinking doesn't get you where you want to go,
you need wealth wisdom.
So if you're ready to take control of your financial destiny,
Tune in to the Wealth Wisdom Financial Podcast.
because in a chaotic world, your money shouldn't be.
subscribe now and never miss an episode.
Every ad this month is selling this same emotion: relief. Relief from the tension that you feel every time you think about your money, your business, and your future. They promise that this product will make your life easier. This software will organize everything. This planner will make you consistent. But here's the truth. We don't buy things. We actually buy feelings. What is that going to do for me? How's that going to make me feel? And if you're not feeling safe inside yourself, you'll keep trying to buy your way there. That's why we are in a consumption world, because we see that dopamine we need to hit, and it doesn't get us what we are hoping for. And that's why so many entrepreneurs get wrapped in consumption cycles, just like the people that they are serving. That they look like progress, right? They buy new courses, new coaches, new CRMs, but nothing actually changes because confidence isn't a product, it's a pattern. One your nervous system has to learn, has to come from within. Now we might buy a course from somebody because they have that confidence and we say, I want that. And so that can also lead us in a challenging situation because they were really good, they exuded confidence, they had their system, but we can't just capture their confidence alone. Real confidence doesn't even come from your revenue. It doesn't come from your savings balance. It doesn't come from approval or applause. It comes from clarity. It comes from knowing who you are. Clarity about where you are and what you want and what's actually working. When you know these three things, you stop chasing fake certainty. Confidence is the quiet knowing that no matter what happens, you can handle it. And that only comes when your nervous system is regulated, when your body knows we're okay. And again, not just your physical body, but your financial body, your financial nervous system. There was a season in my life when I was buying books, courses, and gear like my business depended on it. Now, I'm not against buying those things, but you have to come from confidence to then buy it. And I really depended on my willingness to face those certain numbers and stay present. That's what it really depended on. I needed to go deeper in myself before I bought those things. Once I stopped learning to outsource my confidence to stuff, everything shifted. My business didn't get easier overnight. We just got steadier. We got stronger in knowing the decisions that we were facing, right? That's one of the reasons that we built CounterFlow and why we built CounterFlow. Because literally our world is about consumption. And we needed clarity in our numbers before consumption. And we've found, as we've worked with countless clients, that they were not building that confidence. Again, the financial system is rigged. It's rigged to extract, not to help us know who we are, to build that stability. Because if we were stable, if we were living in a right place, maybe we wouldn't need all this stuff, right? Maybe that would be it. We want to teach you to slow down long enough to see your money systems clearly, to notice the patterns, not punish yourself by them. That's, again, what happens a lot of times is we are told we're not good enough. We shame ourselves way too much. We call this your financial system work. Like, how do we understand that? How do we work into that? How do we work with our strengths, not against them? Because your body drives more of your money behavior than you realize. That happens all the time. We end up saying things that are different or doing things that are different than what we even believe, right? Because we just copy what we've heard other people say. The consumption thing, buy term, invest the rest. We just consume that and we just say it. And we don't actually lead from the core. That's one of the reasons why we created Find Your Flow, that little scorecard that we have. So if you go to Live CounterFlow and you can find your own flow, the 4 archetypes that show where we might be leaking money from our cash flow. And why we built the Cash Confidence Roadmap, how we can take those decisions using those tools like the financial nervous system and other things to be able to make the right financial decisions for us. And we've been able to use artificial intelligence, AI, and our cognitive data to make those decisions that is uniquely for each one of us, not just for me, but it might be different for you. Those are what we call clarity activators. They help you make the right decision for your business because you might need to do it by a CRM. You might need to do other things that elevate your business. But oftentimes we buy things, half-finished products, half-done courses, and we've never actually moved forward, right? And that's the problem. They help you see where you actually stand and what small step will build the confidence you've been trying to buy, right? What's going to help do that in the right step. Again, that's with the STILL method, it's living deliberately and taking those micro adjustments. So here's my challenge this week. Before you buy another thing, ask yourself one question. Am I buying from clarity or from chaos? That's a question you want to ask yourself, because if you're buying from clarity, that's going to help make the right decision of what products or things you need, because you're going to be sold to. If you don't have a plan for your money, somebody else does. If it's chaos, I want you to pause. I want you to breathe for a second and then put the card down. You don't have to buy it, because peace can't be purchased. It has to be practiced. We don't need to fill our life with more stuff, even though the world and our even our American duty is to buy more things, right? I don't think that's true. You need to fill your system with more stability. And if you're ready to start building that awareness, you can go and, again, take that little quiz. If you go to Live CounterFlow, again, I know we're Wealth Wisdom Financial, but we are leaning a lot into this Live CounterFlow thing because I think we need to. Go to Live CounterFlow and take that little quiz. And if you want, do the archetype financial nervous system tool. There's a lot of things that we're building. We want to build from confidence to grow businesses, because I believe that as we are in this interesting, challenging world, that business owners and entrepreneurs, real estate investors, that we thrive, right? The odds are against us. 84% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years. How do we change that number? Those are things that have been in our mind, why we do what we do, why we've created the tools, and why we're in the financial world. This 3 minutes, that's going to help you figure out your financial nervous system flow pattern. And maybe it'll help you see kind of where things are leaking. You'll find a name for your pattern as well. You'll be able to see what it is. That's maybe the beginning of real confidence. It's not retail therapy. It's not doing all those things that help make your identity, but it's helping you to build clarity for you. So I want to be clear. I love nice things. I buy things, right? I think about the other products that I could get, or, it's the holiday season. So there's things that we'll probably be buying Lego sets and things like that. And I love good tech. I love quality gear, but I love peace more. I love having clarity more. And peace doesn't come from packages at your doorsteps. It comes from perspective inside you. It comes from inside you. I think why we're having these financial crises around is because we've given that confidence to somebody else and we didn't want to hold on to that. And I think that is the core of our problem and what we need to step into more. So this year, before you buy more stuff, buy yourself some space. It's actually pretty cheap, but it is time, right? Spend that time reflecting, thinking, doing those things. Buy yourself 5 minutes of quiet time before you hit the add to cart button and spend that money. Buy yourself the clarity that comes from stopping long enough to feel, does this work? Because when you're clear, when you're calm, you make better financial moves. You invest wiser. That's, again, why our business is Wealth Wisdom Financial. It's about being wise, having wisdom within us. You sleep deeper. You actually enjoy what you're already doing, what you already have. That's what I think is real wealth. That's real confidence. And that's what we're building with CounterFlow. And I think that, again, the system is built for it to flow. Remember, we're calling it Live CounterFlow for a reason, because we need to change the flow. The flow is broken in so many places. And it starts with us as business owners to know who we are, to understand our own clarity, understand our own dynamics. Because then if we can do that, and as leaders, as business owners, it'll overflow to our staff and to the people that we serve. That's our heart with this Live CounterFlow movement. If you want to learn more, go to livecounterflow.com. We have a Substack. We have all kinds of things that we are leaning into, and we really want to help serve you. And we've created tools, the financial nervous system diagnostic tool, and other things that help you understand who you are. And we also have the Profit Planning Network, right? So there's building that confidence, building that clarity to be able to have the profit planning community and network in place to be able to thrive as a business owner, to thrive as an individual, to help your employees thrive. That's what we want, right? Not just buying more stuff because if we don't, it's not we're going against our patriotic duty. It's about making a difference in the world and for ourselves and our families. So with that, hope you have a great holiday season and live CounterFlow. The topics presented in this podcast are for general information only and not for the purpose of providing legal, accounting, or investment advice. On such matters, please consult a professional who knows your specific situation.